Hello! Today I'm gonna give you a bunch of new tips and tricks, since you guys asked for more of those. But before we start, I want to make sure that you check out my channel for more guides, as well as my Twitch channel, where I stream every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. But let's dive right into the mystical world of Flyff. When you start completely new, you definitely want to check out the integrated achievement system, which can be found when you go to the Start button, Features, and then select the achievement system. Inside the achievement system you can find different categories. For a complete beginner, you want to check out the Adventures category, since this is basically a guide what the server has to offer and give you a good tour through all systems and everything you need to know. During a season, you have the Tier section, which gives you cosmetic rewards if you reach a certain legend score. You can obtain legend score by completing achievements, clearing dungeons, or by simply killing monsters. Recently, we made a big change to the leeching system and the buffs. Now you don't need any leechers anymore, since leveling solo grants the same EXP as having a leecher. This is optimal for everyone that has issues playing multiple clients at the same time. Also, we made a change to the buff system. That means when you're inside the same party, the Seraphs and Force Masters don't have to buff everyone one by one. They can simply just buff themselves and everyone close to them will also get the buffs. Basically AoE buffs. This makes it easier inside of dungeons when a few people died and you want to quickly rebuff them. Next up, I have good news to everyone that wants to invest some time into the collector field. You can gather a lot of new and easy materials for the beginning of your journey, or even if you play for years. Since the Sorcerer Exchange also grants a big variety of items that you can craft with the collected items from the collector field. Items like EXP scrolls or stat dices or others. It is definitely worth it to make a collector. Note here, if you are using any kind of AFK collector, you don't need to upgrade your collector at all, since the AFK collector automatically uses a max upgraded collector. If you want to manually upgrade a collector, make sure to hold down Shift and double click the moonstone while upgrading the collector, since this will automatically use all your moonstones until it is at the max. Here's a very handy tip for everyone that grinded for hours and have a lot of Supreme Clockworks boxes or other boxes to open. You can simply drag them down to your F bar and hold the specific key down to open these boxes really fast, instead of clicking them one by one. This will save you a bunch of time in the long run. The same applies if you want to awake your equipment. And we all know that awake can take forever to appear when you're looking for a specific awake. Just write /awake in your chat bar and drag down the text into your F bar, and when you click the icon you can simply re-awake your item when the awake window is open. Meaning you don't have to click on the start button every time. But make sure to not hold down the button, otherwise you will skip various awakes and this wouldn't be good. So use this with caution. A very good tip from the community is that you join the Discord. The link can be found on the Clockworks Flyff website or here on screen. The Discord provides you with all announcements we make, patch notes, and all the guides I make and guides that the community made. If you have a guide and it should be featured on the Guides Discord channel, just send me a DM on Discord. Often beginners are questioning if they should do dungeons or just farm to make their money. I personally would say it comes down to the market at the given time you start playing. If the items are rather cheap to mid-range, I would recommend just farming in Cascada or doing the Colosseum. And for the endgame items, there's always a demand for them. so doing them is worth it. The dungeon that probably has the most valuable item is the Hephaestus dungeon, which can drop the hematite stone. That stone is needed to make the endgame weapons, so all in all, it comes down to your personal preferences. Let's talk about world bosses, since they seem to be complicated. When I talk about world bosses, I mean the Turtle King or the Iblis or Rascal, for example. These bosses only spawn on channel 1, and if they are in a ticket area, also only in channel 1 of the ticket area. But not on channel 2, ticket channel 1, if that makes any sense. They have a respawn time of 6 hours usually, so they are pretty rare to catch. One exception would be Rangda, which can be found on channel 1 and only in Cascada channel 1. She spawns 6 times in Cascada, all over Cascada, and she will respawn every 2 hours after she got killed. She is also the only boss that provides a 5% Penya buff for Neo and normal Cascada when you kill her, but this only triggers by chance, so it's not 100% guaranteed that the Anarchy buff gets activated when you kill her. When you first start out, make sure to collect the Clockworks chips, Moonstones, Sunstones, Monster Stones, and the Angel Coins, because you can sell these early on to have some capital to buy better equipment, without wasting a lot of time farming with weak gear. With your vendor system, you can even sell those while you are still farming, so no time is lost. The last tip I want to give you today is about skinning. We all love being special and looking different from the mass. So when you want to simply reskin your already skinned item, you don't have to use the reward scroll on the items. You can just overskin the already skinned item. With this tip, you can save a bunch of parents and CWT. I want to thank everyone that suggested these questions, and I hope I could help you with these simple tips. If you have more I need to tell a beginner or even a long-time player to have an easier time, please write a comment down below. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please leave a like, and if it did not help, please dislike the video. For future content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment on what I should cover next. Happy farming, and see you in Madrigal.